Hi, I'm Che from Sick Boxing. This video is going to be about boxing like the legends and an important key to their success. But first, I'm going to bring your attention to Roy Jones Jr. This is one of Roy Jones Jr.'s signature moves, where he was able to throw a punch, slip a punch and close the distance on a taller opponent. He managed to do this all in one move. He was able to do this by punching and hopping forward to his left at the same time, which can only be effective if he can throw a punch equivalent to his best punch while airborne. You can clearly see in this snapshot he's airborne during the punch, and he's currently hopping to his left. This means he's moving away from the centre line where his opponent wouldn't be able to counter him if he misses. Since he's not at home, his opponent misses. This is a great move because he can have a free pop at his opponent minus the risk of being countered if he misses. It's literally a no-lose gamble, and if he can repeat this in a fight, this will give him an edge since it's unlikely he's going to miss every time. Here he pulls off the same move again. This time he lands and the boy's getting countered again, so this move has paid dividends for him in the fight. Now anyone with decent footwork can hop forward to their left or right, but can they throw an effective punch equivalent to their best punch at the same time? The answer is no, not with a conventional delivery system, because when you attempt to punch in the process of becoming airborne, you're not punching with full structure, and therefore you will have less leverage, and this will lower the quality of your punch considerably. This move is also used by other boxing greats, but to pull it off you have to know how to deliver your best punch while you're in the air. This cannot be achieved with a conventional delivery system, meaning a conventional way of throwing a punch. This means you have to understand the correct body mechanics required to manipulate your body to produce the same physical dynamics of an effective punch while you're airborne in order to pull off the same move. And this can only be achieved from using the same advanced boxing delivery system used by some of the boxing greats. This is Manny Pacquiao pulling off the same move. One of the most challenging aspects in boxing is knowing how to close the distance against a taller, rangier opponent with a reach advantage, and Pacquiao overcomes this with this move, which allows him to close the distance, punch fast enough to hit the target and slip a punch at the same time, all in one movement.
Momentarily shot.
And this is Floyd Mayweather pulling off the same move. Here I'm demonstrating how it's possible to throw an effective punch while I'm airborne with both my feet off the ground. I'm also demonstrating using an unconventional delivery system which enables me to execute an effective punch way above my head without full leverage or structure, which otherwise would be difficult to achieve. With this ability, all I have to do to reproduce the same physical dynamics of the signature punch of the boxing greats is, instead of jumping and punching vertically upwards, I could easily jump forward either to my left or right and punch horizontally forward. This will allow me to close the distance to my opponent, land a punch, slip a punch in one move and give me the same advantages enjoyed by the boxing greats. Here I'm showing the quality of my punches from a fixed position. And these are the quality of my punches thrown while hopping forward to my left. As you can see, the quality of my punches is fairly consistent in both situations. Now let me show you how versatile this delivery system is. Let me take you back to Floyd first. Now this time he throws a hook instead of a right lead. I mean, it really doesn't matter. He can literally throw anything with the delivery system because it's very versatile. Here's Jones delivering an uppercut instead of a right lead. Look how sharp it is. So it makes no difference if they're airborne during a punch and have no structure or full leverage. They can still deliver their best punch. And this is all solely down to the delivery system they're using. Here's me throwing a similar uppercut with a right cross. If you look at my body structure, it's far from textbook, yet I can still punch the target with power. This means I didn't need any structure or full leverage to throw my best punch. The way I threw my punches were quite unorthodox. The beauty of this delivery system is you are presented with a plain canvas and it's up to you how you paint it. So, do you want to be as flamboyant as Roy Jones Jr. or Prince Naseem? Or do you want to be as clinical as Floyd Mayweather? Or relentless, but less obvious as Joe Calzaghe? To illustrate more of the delivery system's versatility, I'm going to demonstrate the Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll. Not everyone knows the Floyd shoulder roll requires you to punch while leaning backwards, almost off balance, like this, which is against the textbook way of delivering a punch. But if he was to straighten up his body up first, like this, and then punch, that would give his opponent enough time to evade a counter. So, for it to be a successful counter, the punch would have to be delivered while he's leaning back. But then, this raises the problem. How do you throw an effective punch while nearly off balance? I will show you it's only an issue if you box with a conventional delivery system. It's not an issue with Floyd or myself. This is Floyd doing a shoulder roll. If I slow it down here, you can see the position of his torso just before he throws his counter. It's not upright. He's leaning back and he's already in the process of throwing a punch. Try as you may to throw an effective punch from that position, it's not feasible. So Floyd has to be throwing his punches with an advanced technique. Let's see a couple of more examples. You will see in every example he was leaning back when he threw the counter. This is contrary to what people do when they attempt to pull off the same move. They often move their torso forward in the process of punching. They have to do that to gain leverage by straightening up their torso before letting go of the punch. This delays the release of the punch and could allow their opponent enough time to evade the counter. This clearly is not the case with Floyd, which explains why he's been very successful with the shoulder roll. Knowing these boxing greats rely heavily in the same delivery system and that they're not gifted, but they're in possession of an advanced boxing delivery system, this has enabled me firstly to be aware of such an advanced delivery system, and secondly, because I know it exists, I was able to investigate and analyse it and eventually perfect it myself. Here I'm punching on one leg. Watch more videos about the advanced delivery system on my channel or in the description below.